Hello guys, here we meet again. Today's hero is Grey Warlord LUBU. How to make this mighty Sizzland a super bruiser? Let's learn it together. Abilities. You can use a hero while without knowing his abilities, so let's see them together. Passive, Heat Up. LUBU gains an attack speed bonus with each ability used. Each successful normal attack and ability hit reduces the cooldown time of Invincible Slash. Ability 1, Crimson Stallion. LUBU moves towards the target direction, dealing damage to enemies in his path. It can be used 3 times in a row, with the third use knocking enemies up. Ability 2, Invincible Slash. LUBU launches a flying object in the target direction, dealing damage to enemy hit and slowing them down. Ability 3, Almighty Conqueror. LUBU removes all control effects on him and restores HP, and he restores HP whenever his normal attack or ability hits an enemy. LUBU has no fixed combos, cast the ultimate to dash towards enemies, use Invincible Slash to slow enemies down, and Crimson Stallion to chase or escape. Pay attention to LUBU's passive. LUBU has no fear of being sieged during the cast of Almighty Conqueror, so perform normal attacks more and fight in the crowd. If you are in low HP with the ultimate in hand and it's impossible to escape, just cast the ultimate to fight back. As long as you are not killed instantly, you will get an unexpected result. Wanna know the equipment for him? Just follow me. Equipment. LUBU is novice friendly and has great survivability. He's born with high sustain, so the equipment choice for him is relatively simple. Since he is a melee warrior, we choose to build items that increase his physical damage and defense. Here we bring you highly practical sets, just keep them in your mind. Recommended equipment 1 at an advantage: Spear of Longinus, Hyuga Sage, Sonic Boots, Gaia Standard, Omni Arms, Fenris Tooth. Spear of Longinus can be called the most suitable item for LUBU as it increases both his attack damage and max HP and reduces his CD time. Omni Arms comprehensively improves LUBU's power. It grants LUBU normal attacks extra physical damage after he uses an ability, which helps LUBU maximize his power when chasing an enemy. Fenris Tooth is a ruthless item. If the game is long enough for you to build it, I bet the victory beckons you. Recommended equipment 1 at a disadvantage: Favonius Talon, Gilded Greaves, Mantle of RA, Gaia Standard, Shield of the Lost, Blade of Eternity. Build boosts according to the opponent's hero choice. If they have more mages, build Gilded Greaves. If they have more melee heroes or marksmen, build Sonic Boots. LUBU should also damage as a deterrent to the opponent's barrel heroes, so it's suitable to build Mantle of RA and Omni Arms for him in the early game. Recommended Arcana: Guardian, Assassinate, Paladin. Recommended talent: Execute or Flicker. Flicker helps you teleport to initiate or tag and deal damage in the team fights. The true damage dealt by Execute can be used to secure enemies with low HP. Practical tips. After learning his abilities and equipment, don't miss the practical tips for him. Let's see them now. LUBU counters melee warriors a lot, so don't use him as a pure tank. Other than casting abilities to suppress enemies, LUBU can use movement to roam and catch barrel enemies. When landing the Sizzland in the early game, don't attack Caesar, or the enemies may grab it. Always pay attention to the minimap, kill seagulls and explore visions of the enemies. In the early and mid game, before the equipment is built enough, LUBU's attack damage is low, the damage of his ability is also not high, so he needs to farm carefully by clearing waves and monsters and assisting. When the core equipment is built, you can initiate team fights to establish an advantage. As a scaly hero, LUBU with full HP casts the ultimate and enter the battle area, where his survivability and high sustain support him to kill squishy enemies. A half-tank build can also help him take most of the damage and finish the remaining enemies up. The damage of LUBU's abilities is not bad, but in fact the most damage is dealt by his normal attacks, so don't forget to auto-attack enemies after casting abilities and the ultimate. Have you figured out how to use this unbeatable warlord now?